All right, so it's a sunny day here in Tacoma. And, I actually got to mow the front yard. Now, this is not what this video is about at all. But as you know, I always start off with something that has nothing to do with the topic. But I'm just so happy that I was able to mow the front yard. And I hate mowing. But, excuse me, I was able to mow the front yard in like months. Because when I wanted to, I had the surgery and I couldn't get out there and do anything. And Noelle wouldn't let me because I wanted to. I started to feel better, and I'm like, this is a good time before all the rain started, and she wouldn't let me do it. So finally, it has stopped raining enough. The sun's been out enough to kind of dry things up, and then I can actually go out there and mow, and it's great because literally it was starting to get kind of bad. But the backyard is a different story. I need to mow it, but the dog has crapped everywhere. So I have him in a little tiny little thing that I made for him. It's a little poop pen. And if you hear him whining, that's why. Because I put him in a little poop pen to poop there, and then it's easier. I mean, right now, every inch of the yard almost is a surprise. Like you'll go and there's nothing, and then boop, there it is. So yeah, I can't mow that until we go out there and get all that up. And it's been raining, and you know what that's like. But anyhow, it's not what this video is about. Okay, this video is about a person that sent me and asked HershNoeie, and she says, "Dear HershNoeie, I have been dating this man for well over 8 years. I'm 35 years old now, and when we were younger or starting out, I had said that, marriage is not that big of a deal for me, but one day I would like for that to happen. I also would like to have kids one day. And we've talked about kids and how kids act and things like that when we go out. But he has never proposed to me. So I'm starting to think, is he just afraid of commitment? Is it something that I said and did that I shouldn't? He got out of the cage. He got out. Hold on a second. I got to put him back. Okay, had to take care of that. But anyway, so make a long story short, this lady's writing to me because she's afraid that she may have pushed him off early on and that he's not serious enough about getting married or anything like that. She feels like they've been together for a long time and that by now he should have at least asked the question. Now, she also goes on to say they still don't have kids, but she's feeling like, hey, I'm getting older. I don't know how much longer it is. Her question to me is, A, should I just leave? That was the first one. She threw out the big one first. Should I just leave? Or should I propose to him? Or should I do something else? Now, here's my take, right? First off, thank you for the question. I appreciate that. I also want folks to go to our Discord. Our Discord server or channel is going to be listed below. It doesn't cost you anything. It's none of that type of stuff. What's great about Discord is that I am always on it. We have a few people that are on our Discord now, and we talk about stuff all the time, various different things. I got to know a lot of people. I don't know if they want me to say their names or not, but I got to know a lot of people, and we chat every day, some of them. We chat almost every day. I got to know some people. Some folks put their pictures on there that they've, some stuff that they've cooked. Other people are talking about, where they've lived and different things. So yeah, we have a lot of different things on there that we've got posted, from general discussion to things about Netflix and Hulu, stuff about Tacoma and Seattle, some of the best memes, which are kind of funny. Some of these I got to be careful and put NSFW because there's some I want to post, but I haven't posted yet. But anyway, our Discord channel is down below. Click that. You're able to get on there. Anytime someone sends a message or sends something, you'll be able to know about it. It's pretty cool. We even have our own emojis. I created my own emojis. It's kind of funny. But anyway, so here's my take. I would basically talk to your boyfriend and see where his head is, because it could be that he's not a commitment phobe. It could be that he thinks that you're cool with the current situation. I mean, for 8 years, that's a long time. For 8 years, like, I assume the relationship has been really good. So some people are like, if it's not broke, then don't try to fix it type of thing. And that could be his way of thinking, is that, hey, this has been working out pretty well. Why go above and beyond that? Um, so I am always on the train of thought of communication's key. I wouldn't assume anything, because you never know. It could be that that's something that's being planned. It could be that maybe he does have commitment issues, right? I mean, there's so many different scenarios here, right? You don't know until you ask. So I would basically, approach it in the standpoint of, hey, we've been together for 8 years, you care and love about, you love and care about him. And you're just wanting to know if you're ever going to go to that next step. Are we ever going to be Mr. and Mrs. X, Y, and Z, right? I would also mention that, hey, like, I'm getting up there. I'm in my mid-30s. I like to have a kid or two. So, I kind of want to focus on that. And then, the thing is, a lot of people, you're not unique in your situation in terms of age, because, I started kind of later in life, I guess, right? So, Noelle, not really. But I guess I wasn't that late in life. I don't know. I mean, there's some of my friends started much later, but I mean, there's really no set time frame for that. But when you're a woman, it really does kind of make it a lot more complex and complicated. So I would definitely have that conversation and say, this is something that we've talked about before a long time ago. Kids is something that I definitely want to focus a little bit more. We're at that chapter now, I feel like, our previous chapters were what they were. Now it's a whole new chapter of different things. Now I want to be able to, go above and beyond just being a boyfriend and girlfriend. I want to have that ring that says, hey, we are together. Now, some people don't believe that, but you do. I do. But you obviously believe that. The question is, does he believe that? If he doesn't believe that a ring in marriage means that you're together, that you basically just kind of date someone and, form that lifelong commitment, then so be it. Some people consider it, and they're doing construction out here, so you're going to hear some noise. The city is going through and replacing a lot of the sidewalks, so it's about time, and roads, so it's about time. But anyway, so, it could very well be that it's just not on his mind. And I think that if you approach it the right way, you could probably get your answer. Now, I wouldn't go the nuclear option and just say, well, forget it, I'm done. Now, I know some people who do that, but I wouldn't go that route. I would only go that route because, for one, you don't know, the expectations are different now, right? When you first started off, your expectations were, nah, we're good how we are, I'm not looking to get married. I know people like that. And I know people who don't want to get married, but they have kids with the person that they're with, right? However you choose to do your family is however you choose to do your family. But you both have to be on the same page, I feel. And if he's not on that page, it doesn't mean that he can never get there. It's just that he doesn't know that you've moved on to a different chapter, right? So he's got to catch up to that point. I think you should give him some time. I'm not saying another 8 years, but give him some time to get to that point of, hey, now, we're not able to just all of a sudden go where we want to go. We have to think about that a little bit. It's everything costs more whenever you have kids. Trust me, your food bill, it's ridiculous, especially if you have kids like mine. Your food bill would just be ridiculous. But anyway, so there's a lot of things to consider. And so I think that going the approach of saying, hey, where's your head at, is probably better than doing it. Now, you could do the whole, and I don't think there's anything wrong with a woman proposing. I think that's cool. Some dudes may not like that, so you got to see kind of where his head is. But, you could propose. But with that comes someone that's going to say yay or nay. You got to be prepared. So to me, if you don't want, see, guys are used to rejection. I know this is a tangent, okay? I get that. But see, guys are kind of used to rejection. And if you ask a chick to marry you and she says no, then it hurts, I'm sure. But you're able to kind of just say, well, you're kind of used to rejection. Women, I don't feel as, maybe I'm wrong. I've never been a chick. But women, it doesn't seem like they're rejected as much. So if you can handle that 50-50 deal where he might say nah, or might not say anything, that's one thing. But I don't think you can rush a person. And I don't think that if he's not even in that same realm of thinking right now, that you should even ask at this point. I don't think you should propose. I think you should probably just say, look, this is how I'm feeling. This is where I'm at right now. What are you thinking? When should we start having a family and getting married and things like that? Like, what is your thoughts on that? And it might be surprising to you. He might be like, yeah, let's do it. You never know. So anyhow, I hope that answers your question. Appreciate the comments. Again, go to our Discord. It's HershNoeie. I'm going to put it in the description box down below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I will see you. Take care.